So what's the best, smartest finance deal? So normally when you think about finance and a good deal in finance, you think about maybe a conservative deal, a deal that you can handle, where you don't run into trouble with the repayments. But in business, it's a little bit different than in your private capacity. The example I want to use is a client who traded chrome ore. He had taken his business as far as he could with his own capital. And he came to us and we organized him an extra $10 million from a US fund. The math was actually quite straightforward. He paid roughly 12% per annum for the capital. Now, in US dollars, that's quite a high interest rate, which breaks down to about 1% per month. On his business, on his trade, he made about an 11% margin over a 45-day period. That was roughly the shipping period. And the math was quite straightforward. All he had to do was satisfy himself that he was no longer going to make 11% on the business that he used our capital for, but he was going to make just a little bit under 10%. But the key was the capital paid for itself. The added bonus was that he increased his volume so much so that he got discounts from shipping agents and so on. So he actually didn't lose the full 1% in the cost of capital. Now, in trade finance, where you typically finance one transaction at a time, you literally contact your funder and say, I've got this sale, please pay for the stock, and then I'll pay you back when I get paid by my customer. It makes the math very neat because you can calculate your cost of finance per transaction and not just per annum. But you really should try and think the same way about any capital you take. Will the capital pay for itself by the new business you generate? That's the key.